This paragraph scored 65% AI. This one scored 16, and the detector changed its verdict to human written. Same facts, same topic. The only thing that changed is that the free tool went through it and pulled out 64 separate tells. I counted them, 67 before, 3 after. That is not a paraphraser, and it is not one of those sites that swaps your words for thesaurus mash and leaves the writing worse than it started. It is a set of 33 rules taken from the people who clean AI slop off Wikipedia all day, and you can install it in about 2 minutes for nothing. I am going to install it with you step by step, nothing skipped. Then I am going to run it on 4 real pieces of writing and put the numbers on screen every single time, so you are not taking my word for any of it. And near the end, I will show you the one setting almost nobody turns on, the one that makes it write like you instead of writing like a clean robot. First, why any of this is needed. Look at this paragraph. If you have read anything online in the last 2 years, you already feel that something is off, but most people cannot say what. Here is what. That is an EM dash, and it is the single most reliable giveaway there is. The word testament, doing no work, landscape, tapestry, pivotal, all stacked in one sentence. 3 items in a list, then another 3, then another, because the model reaches for 3 every time. It's not just this, it's that. And a heading with every word capitalized. None of these is proof on its own. A real person can write an EM dash. Together in one paragraph, they are a confession. So here is the tool. It lives on GitHub under Blader/Humanizer. And the thing that makes it worth your time is where the rules come from. They are not somebody's opinion about what sounds robotic. They come from this page, Wikipedia's Guide to Science of AI Writing, which is maintained by a group of volunteers whose actual job is finding and cleaning AI text on Wikipedia. Thousands of real cases. Somebody took that guide and turned it into 33 numbered patterns, and AI can apply to your writing. And look at what it actually is. One Markdown file. That is the entire product. No sign up, no subscription, no credits, no website that holds your text hostage behind a paywall, which is also why it runs almost anywhere. So let us install it properly. It's a real skill, and there are 2 ways. I will show you both, and I will not skip a click. Way 1, no terminal at all. On the GitHub page, click the green code button, then download zip. That gives you the whole thing in one file. Now over to Claude. Bottom of the left sidebar, click your own name, choose settings. Down the list on the left, click skills. Top right, click add, then upload a skill. Drop that zip straight in. There is no confirm button. The moment it lands, it installs. And there it is in your skills list with your name as the author. Way 2 is 1 line in a terminal, and it is the better option if you also code npx skills add Blader/Humanizer -- global. That installs it once and wires it into Claude Code and about 16 other tools at the same time. Either way, you end up in the same place with Humanizer sitting in your skills, ready to call. Now, the part that actually matters, and this is where most people get it wrong. You do not paste the instructions into the chat. You do not say, please act like a humanizer. You type a / that opens your skills menu, and there it is. I pick humanizer and it drops in as a command. Then in the same message, I paste the text I want fixed and hit send once. That is the whole invocation. /humanizer, then your text, send. Here is a blog post about remote work, the kind of thing you get if you ask any model for 800 words. Watch what it does. It reads the whole thing first and tells me what is wrong before it touches a word. M dashes, significance inflation, fake attribution to experts who are never named. Then the rewrite, and notice it did not get longer or fancier, it got shorter. 400 words became 320. Now, the part I actually care about, because everybody in this corner of the internet claims their tool works and almost nobody shows you the receipts. I wrote a script that counts the tells. It goes looking for the specific things on that list of 33, the EM dashes, the AI vocabulary, the rule of 3, the filler, and it prints a number. Here is the original. 67 tells across 394 words, 17 tells per 100 words. Here is the rewrite. 3. 96% of them gone. AI vocabulary went from 17 instances to 1. Significance inflation, 6 to 0. M dashes, 2 to 0. Vital case headings, 4 to 0. That is a script you can run yourself on your own writing, and it will give you the same kind of answer. If this was worth your time, subscribe. It helps more than you would think. Second test, and this is the one you probably came for. This is ZeroGPT, a free AI detector. I paste the original in, 65.5% AI, and the verdict says mixed signals, with some parts generated by AI. Now the rewrite, same detector, nothing else changed, 16.6%. And the verdict flips to human written. No hedge, no maybe, no may include parts generated by AI. Same detector, same settings, nothing changed but the writing. Now I want to be straight with you about something, because most videos on this topic will not be. Look again at that first score, 65% on a paragraph that was drowning in tells, and it still would not commit. These detectors are not precise instruments. They flag real human writing all the time, and students have been accused over them. So do not treat any of these scores as truth. Treat the tell count as the real measure, because that one is checkable, and you just watched me check it. The detector is a nice bonus. Second piece, and this one matters more than a blog post, a cover letter. Same invocation / humanizer, then the letter, one send. This is the version a model gives you, and every hiring manager has read 400 of these this month. I am passionate about leveraging my skills. I thrive in fast-paced environments. My background positions me uniquely. Watch it strip that out. What is left is shorter, plainer, and it actually says what the person did. And here is the rule that makes this tool different, and you can see it obeying it right now. It refuses to invent anything. It will not add a company name, a date, or a number that was not already in what I gave it. It even leaves brackets where your real numbers should go and tells you to fill them in. Every other humanizer I have tried happily makes up specifics to sound convincing, and then you have a lie in your cover letter. Third one, and this time let me show you the other way to get text in, because you will not always want to paste. Click the plus button at the left of the message box. Click that, and the first thing in the menu is add files or photos. That opens your own file picker. I grab the essay off my desktop and it attaches right there in the message. Now /humanizer and send. Same command, a file instead of a paste. This is the opening of a student essay. In today's fast-paced world, technology has become an integral part of our lives. You have written that sentence. I have written that sentence. Here it is after. And notice it did not get clever or add jokes. For an essay, plain and direct is the correct human voice, and the tool knows that. It only adds personality when the writing is the kind that wants personality. Now the setting I promised you, and this is the one that changes everything. So far the output is clean, but it is generic clean. It sounds like nobody. So this time, before the text I want fixed, I give it a sample of my own writing. /humanizer, then my sample, then the text, all in one message. Now it studies my sentence lengths, my habits, the words I actually reach for, and it matches those instead of applying a house style. And here is my favorite detail in the whole project. If my writing sample uses em dashes, it keeps the em dashes. Its own hardest rule, the one it treats as an absolute ban, gets overruled by evidence of how I really write, sounding like the author beats hiding the tell. That is the difference between text that passes and text that is yours. Let me tell you where this falls down, because a tool that only gets praised is a tool nobody has actually used. It cannot say writing that has nothing to say. Watch what happens when the original was vague on purpose. It does not fill the hole in. It leaves it, and it actually writes more words trying to say the same nothing. So by raw count, the tells go up, not down. Look at the scoreboard. 4 before, 8 after. By 100 words, it is cleaner, but it did not save the paragraph because there was no paragraph to save, which is honestly useful because now the emptiness is obvious instead of hidden behind good vocabulary, but it is not magic. Second, it will not beat a careful human reader who knows your writing. And third, and this one cuts the other way, it has a whole section on what not to flag. Good grammar is not AI. One em dash is not AI. All my words are not AI. That list exists because the panic has gone too far and people are getting accused over punctuation. So that is the lot. 33 patterns. Pulled from the people who clean this stuff off. Wikipedia for real. A free Markdown file with no sign up and no credits. A no code install by pasting it into a Claude project. Or 2 lines in your terminal if you would rather. It cut 67 tells down to 3 on a real blog post. And it moved a detector from 61% to 14. It will not invent facts to make your writing sound better, and it will match your own voice if you feed it a sample. If you only take one thing from this, take the voice sample step. Almost everyone skips it, and it is the difference between writing that sounds clean and writing that sounds like you. Try it on something you have already written and see what it flags, because that part is genuinely uncomfortable and genuinely useful. If this was worth your time, subscribe. It helps more than you would think. And tell me in the comments which tell you are guilty of, because I have written every single one of these. Thanks for watching.